Hey, what's up guys? It's Ivan, and in this video I want to show you how to create a membership site with Kartra. So in the previous videos we've set up a landing page, a thank you page, we've set up a full website with a sales page and a thank you sales confirmation page. And so now it's time to create this membership site where we will have our product, right? So in this case, our product is a Google Ads course. So we need to create this membership site so we can have our course videos on the site. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you here in this video so that everything is integrated nice and smoothly. So the first thing we're going to do is click on memberships right over here. And so we're just going to create a new membership here. If you have many different memberships, you'll be able to create a portal. Right, so over here, if you have many different courses, you'll be able to create the portal over here. So pretty simple. I'll delete that as well. And let's go back into membership. So let's click on membership over here and let's give it a name. So this is going to be our Google Ads course. Okay. Then we're going to click on create. And so the first thing it's asking you, so we're going to go from left to right. And the next part after this is we're going to actually edit our membership area, right? So that people see what it looks like. So this is the Google Ads course. Now our sales promotional page is going to be our Kartra page that we created in a previous video, which is going to be this Google Ads course main sales page right over there. So we're going to hit save. Then we do want to make it password protected, right? We don't want anybody to just be able to log in. But if you are offering this course completely for free, then you can say no password is required and everybody gets free access. But we do want to make it password required where Kartra will email all the instructions for this. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. We're going to click save and next. And so now we need to come in and create the content of the site. Okay, so we're going to click on Launch Builder over here. And this is how we'll be making our membership site look. Okay, so you have the header here at the top. You can change the color right over here. So this color actually is pretty good. It matches our logo color. So we're going to keep it at that. And then the accent color is the color of whenever you select a specific category, like over here, you see we're selecting home, it's going to be the color of that. Or when you click on preview, it's going to be the color of either the progress bar or this section here. If you select this layout over here, it's going to be that section on the left below your logo. So that's what the accent color is. So I think we can make it dark. I think that looks pretty good, looks pretty solid. And then everything that people select will be in dark, right, or black. So the first thing we want to do is add the host, I think, right? So information about yourself, who you are. And you have these different templates. I like this one over here. And then you would enter Ivan Mana, enter your bio. So you would say, I'm just an affiliate marketer and have been doing it for the past 7 years, okay? And then that's what it's going to look like. And then here, as you can see, that's that black, right? And then you can add the icons. Let's say you want to add your Instagram icon in Instagram. So instagram.com/ I believe it's just, that's how you do it. You can add your Facebook. I don't remember what my Facebook URL is actually. Facebook.com/real Ivan Mana, I believe. Let's see. Well, that's for my, okay, so I forgot to put the .com, obviously. So it's this one, Online Marketing Essentials. So we can put that here, for example. If you have a Twitter bio, I think Twitter is like HTTPS, shoot, I don't even know if it's X or Twitter.com or what is it now. I'll just leave that out. But that's what that is. YouTube channel, let's do that. So it's going to be HTTPS, youtube.com/Ivan Mana, and then email. And email, we're going to say Ivan at ivanmana.com. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Let me go ahead and add an image of myself as well, just so we can make it a little more realistic. All right, so I went ahead and added this image of me. So let's click next. Let's click confirm. Let's make sure it looks good here. So we're just going to maybe something like that. Maybe, yeah, that looks fine, I think. Click confirm. And yeah, so if you want to edit it again, you can just click the little pencil icon and then just drag it maybe up a little bit, maybe a little like this. Sorry, perfectionist stuff. I just want to make this site as perfect as possible to use in our example. So I think that looks good. That looks much better. And we're going to hit save. Okay. So this section here will stay the entire time. You don't have to keep re-adding this over here. Okay. And by the way, you know what? I don't like the accent color. Let me make it maybe like another variation of this blue. So maybe something like that. And then you have the links here, but we do want to add more, right? So we can add a progress bar as well. So people will be able to see where they are. The default is 4 out of 8, but of course, depending on where they are, it's going to show them depending on the number of posts they have. And then you have the product here. So if you want to add a different product, so let's suppose in addition to this course, I'm also offering consultations. We can add that product here and we can say, hey, do you want to reach out to me for consultations? So that would be a really cool kind of upsell, right? But the main thing we need is to add this featured post here. That's the main thing we have to add. And over here, we're just going to give it a header. We don't have any posts yet, so let's just say home. You can enter an icon. Now, don't be confused because you can scroll down even more, right? And this icon will show up really when somebody selects it from the category from the top. That's where this icon shows up. So that looks good. We'll click add. And then we'll click save. And that's going to show up our featured posts. Okay, so we'll be able to select the posts once we actually add them. Right now, like I said, we don't have anything. And the way this is organized, the way your membership course is organized is when you click over here, you click on edit, you will be able to create categories, subcategories, and then posts. Okay, so that's the organization structure inside of Kartra. So let's suppose our category, we want to name our first category. So in our Google Ads course, if we look at our course, let me just go ahead and show you that page and then we'll be able to kind of replicate it, right? So if we go to Google Ads Mastery and we scroll down a little bit here, so we have this, like we have section 1 introduction and then we have these things, right? So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just to give you an idea. So this one could be section 1. We're going to hit save and then we say introduction. So we're going to add a subcategory. So we're going to select here, we're going to select here, and we're going to say introduction, and then we can say 1 minute. You do have a character limit, by the way, on the names of the categories and subcategories, so you can't make it too long. So let's see if this one will fit. So if we want to add another category here, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Might have to remove the number of minutes for some of them in case it doesn't fit. So I'm just gonna do 2 categories for the purpose of this video, which I think is more than enough for you to get an idea for how to do this, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add another category, which is gonna be section 2. And by the way, section 1, let's name it introduction, right? So we're gonna edit this. We're gonna say section 1, introduction, boom, all caps. Okay, I like that. And then we're gonna come back here, section 2, before we get started. So let's rename this to be section 2 before we get started, and then we're going to add subcategories to it as well. So join our exclusive Facebook group, do this before running your ads, subcategory. So I'm just using this as a template, right? So that, and by the way, see here, there's no space for the 2 minutes, so I'll say 2 min, something like that. And then this one, there's definitely not going to be any space. So overview. So let's say advertiser terms and conditions. Let's do that. We're going to hit save. Okay. So you would keep going, okay, and you would keep adding categories and sections. I have like 7 or 8 or 11, 12. Yeah. So we're not going to do that here in this video, right? But that should give you an idea for how to do it, how to get started. So what we're going to do here, the goal, right, how we're going to structure this is we're going to create 1 post per subcategory. You can do a different way. You could have, for example, under, let's say, why use Google Ads, you could have many different posts. Okay, so if you want to break it down even further, you could do that. But right now, as you can see, this is what it looks like, right? It looks like that, and I like it. I think it looks pretty clean, pretty neat. So the first thing here is, let's suppose we want some sort of introductory video, right? Like, welcome to the site, welcome to the course. So we're going to look for a video here. We're going to drag it right over here. And we could take a video from YouTube, for example. We could take it from Kartra. So because some of my videos are quite long, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use YouTube. But what you would do is you would click on upload new video, and then you would just upload your videos here to Kartra. Like here I have this introductory video, okay? Like I said, for the purpose of this video, let me just find some YouTube video that we can use here as an example, and I'll plug it in here. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed the URL of one of my main featured videos on my channel, which might not be super relevant here, but we'll just add it here, you know, easiest way to make money with ClickBank. And then, yeah, that's basically it. You could also add a headline. So if you want over here, you would add, so that's the home page, but then you would add a headline. So you would say, welcome to the course. Please watch this quick, in this case it's not quick, but you would make a quick introductory video before you get started. Okay, so something like that. And then you could write text and you could say, make sure to go through every section so you don't miss anything out. Something like that, okay? And then you can add a divider, you can add a download button if you have additional resources, links, anything like that, you would add it here. So for example, I would add a resource here. So the box title, we would say resources. For the name of the resource, we would say Google Ads account. And then for the link, it's going to be an external URL, and it's going to be, let's say, ads.google.com, right? So that's where people need to go to first create their Google Ad account. We're going to hit save, and boom, you have it very, very nice and dandy over here. And then you can click edit. You can add any other additional options that you want. So really cool stuff. I really like it. And that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and save what we have for now. So I'm just going to save progress, but we're not done. We do need to fill in these parts over here now, right? So that's our home page. Now, if we click on any one of these, if we click on introduction, you'll see that it's blank. If you click on this one, you'll see that it's blank. But then if you click on home page, boom, looks nice and dandy. So let's start filling in the content. So we want to come over here on the first section here, introduction, right? And then you might think that you have to redo everything, but actually, as long as you add this post, where is it? New post, everything will be pre-populated for you automatically. So let's give this post a name. So this one was introduction, so we'll keep it at that. So the way we're going to structure this is we're going to have one post per subcategory, okay? And then we'll have as many subcategories as we need per section. Like I said, alternatively, what you can do, for example, is you could have the one big category, and then you could have 4 posts under that category. You can do it that way. I think this way is going to be much easier because then people will be able to see the exact subcategories as they hover over the category. So that's why we're doing it this way. So the post name, this one's going to be introduction. The post description, introduction. It is under this category. It is under this subcategory. You could add an icon as well. So this is going to be a video. So we can select the video icon and then we're going to hit save. Okay, and then everything else is going to be pre-populated here, and you're going to see this section here at the top. You'll see everything else at the bottom. So if people come back to home, they'll see this, but then if they select introduction, they'll see that. And this introduction should have a little icon since we've added the icon for it, but this icon will not always show up depending on your theme, okay? So depending on what theme you have, that's where that icon will show up. And I'm gonna show you exactly what that's gonna look like here shortly when we preview it. But for over here, we're gonna drag another video, for example, right? And then we're gonna have this introductory video. So, let's say we're going to use our small video that I've uploaded here as an example, okay? But you would obviously add your own introduction. And that's basically the idea, right? So once you're done with that, we're going to go to this next section, why use Google Ads. We're going to come in here, we're going to drag the new post section over here. And then this section was why use Google Ads. Why use Google Ads? And then this is going to be a video. And then we're going to hit save. And we're going to drag another video over here, right? And let's suppose, again, just for simplicity, we're going to select the same video, but you would obviously upload your own. And so now when people go to introduction, they get this content. People go to Google Ads, they see this content. They will see the progress bar of all the posts in the course that's available. We're going to hit save progress so we don't lose anything. And let me think if there's anything else we need to add. Create your Google Ads account. Yeah. So I think that looks pretty good. Again, right, if you want to add resources, you can do that here. Everything here. If you want to add a calendar, a survey, which we will get into, so don't worry about that. But these are the options that you have. Can't really think of anything else mind-blowing to share with you. Like you have the announcement bar, the marquees, like a banner, basically. So if you want to drag this announcement bar here at the top and say something like, special offer now for my consultations. Special offer now for consultations, right? And then we can have a link to our consultations page, for example, okay? So you can do that, you can hit save, and then that's what it's going to look like on every page that people go to. So, and then over here, we don't really have much content yet, but we will soon. And that's basically what that would be. So let's remove that. The marquee is just like a little image. So you can have a text here, ASDF, and it's just going to look like this, but I don't think it's necessary, so we're going to remove it. But these are basically all the options that you need to know about, okay? So you would just follow the steps. So that's why I use Google Ads. Create your Google Ads account. You would just do the same thing. You would drag the post over here. You would name it. Create, I'm just copying and pasting, create. It's going to be a video, and we hit save. And then we're going to drag the video again, drag it over here, Kartra video. Let me know please in the comments below if I'm missing something, if there's something you want to know about, because as far as I can tell, that's pretty much all there is to know about it. But let's suppose we want to go to this join our exclusive Facebook group. Now this one doesn't have a video, right? This one has just links, for example. So we're going to drag the post here as well. And we're going to say join our exclusive Facebook group. But for this one, it's not a video. This one's going to be like, let's say here, people. Here, an image of people, right? We're going to hit save. And so that's what that's going to look like. And then over here, we want to add a resources and links. And so we would add, for example, so the box title is resources and links. And then this one we could say join our exclusive Facebook group. And then we're going to link it to facebook.com/online marketing essentials, one of my first names. We're going to hit add, and then we can add something else. So let's suppose we want to add name of resource, right? Now let's say Kartra free trial. And then we're going to give external URL. We're going to say go.ivanmana.com/Kartra. So you would have your own affiliate links on your site, right? In your membership site. We're going to hit save. And then boom, that's what that's going to look like. So pretty straightforward. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we need to go in and kind of change every single thing here. I think you get the idea. So you would just go in there and just keep adding more sections, keep adding more posts. If you think this is too long, like introduction before we get started, you can just go ahead and remove that and just say section 2, section 1, and then over here you could say, or you can remove the section 1 and say introduction before we get started, you know, anything like that. By the way, you have my profile. So this is for people, right? This is what people are going to see. Like if they go to sitemap, they're going to see all this under introduction. They'll see the one post. Why use Google Ads? They'll see the post. So this is what the people will see. So they get an idea. They log out. They can search for anything here as well. And then we can hit save progress again. So let me quickly show you if you add more than one post to a section. So how would we do this? Let's go to, let's go to introduction, and let's, as an example, let's scroll up. Let's add another post. Let's say introduction part 2, for example. We're going to add it here, and then for this one we'll say work in progress, and we'll hit save. So now you would be able to see those icons. So we're going to save progress. Let's preview. Let me show you this one, for example. So if we click on introduction again, we should see these. If we have to click on it, we can't hover over it. So even if you just have one post, it should show up just that one. So like over here. And then we see the video, right? And then we come over here, join our exclusive Facebook group. It's got that little person there. And so that's basically it. So that's how you would do this, how you would create this membership site. So you would have everything here and you would select your template. So if you want this one, for example, instead, you would do that. And this one, I believe, does not have, right? So depending on the template, this one will not have those icons. So that's why the other one is kind of cool. But depending on what you like better. And so once we're good with that, we can actually select our theme and then click save and exit. And by the way, really quickly, let me see if we added the logo. Did we add the logo to this? No, we did not. I forgot. Oops. Okay. So let's go ahead and edit this. We'll click at it. And we just want to add our logo again, make it look nice and professional. So we're going to select this one, click confirm, and hit save. And then you can change any options as well over here, right? So anything you want to change, you can change the name. So if you want to say, instead of sitemap, like, you know, what's included, for example, you can do that, or table of contents, anything like that. And the logo doesn't actually look good here with the colors, so I selected my white logo instead. I think it's going to look much better with the white there. Yeah, I think it looks better. And that's pretty much it then. So now we can hit save progress. And now if we preview it, save and preview, that's what it's going to look like. Logo is a little bit big, so you might want to make it smaller because that's the actual size of the logo. Mine's pretty big, so probably want to make it smaller, but that's basically it. Hopefully you guys have an idea for how to do this. So once you're happy with that, you click on save and exit. And so now we have our membership site ready. We're good to go. We're going to hit save and next. Now over here, you have the option to enable or disable comments, right? So if you want to enable comments for every single video, you can. Maybe you don't want to for the introduction. Maybe you don't want to for the exclusive Facebook group. But for these ones you do, you would just select where you want to enable comments, okay? And then you can either auto approve all comments or they must be approved by you. So that's up to you. We're gonna hit save and next. Then you have access levels. So this is pretty cool. So maybe you will have different packages. Maybe for this membership site, for this product, right? Maybe you have the silver package, the gold package, and the platinum package. And maybe the silver package only has access to these videos and they don't have access to the next, right? Or maybe they don't have access to the Facebook group. So then you would be able to add these levels here. So you would say, okay, let's add a level and let's name it gold, right? And then for this one, we're gonna edit it. We're gonna say, for example, silver. And then we're gonna say add level, we're gonna say platinum, right? So maybe you'll have levels. So you can say, hey, if you buy this course at the platinum level, you're gonna get access to the Facebook group. But until then, you don't. Or I'm not gonna show you how to create a Google Ads account. I'll show you how to create a campaign, but I'm not gonna show you how to create an account unless you sign up for the gold plan at least, right? So that's basically where you would do this. You just select which plan level has access to what. So you just select that here. Over here you have the instant access, or do you want to give it after a certain days, after signing up, or on a specific date. Let's say it's not ready yet, but it will be ready in 2 months. You would be able to set that here, okay? So that looks good. We're going to hit save. Let's say we're happy with that. And then this allows you to decide how do you want those people, let's say at the silver level, to see these posts. Do you want them to see it, or do you want them to just not see it at all? So that's what you would be able to set here. You would say, okay, I want it to just not be displayed at all. Or I want it to displayed but be unclickable. Or I want it to be displayed and pop a teaser window, right? And so this teaser window will basically say, hey, you need to upgrade your plan. You need to upgrade your plan to be able to sign up, right? To be able to see this video. And then here you can click on edit, and this is what it's gonna look like. This is what that window is gonna look like. So it's going to look like this, like, hey, content lock, you don't have access, right? Or over here, you can create a video and you could say, hey, do you want to learn more? Do you want to watch this video? Well, you got to upgrade your plan. So you would do that here and you would upload your video. You would click next, and then you're going to upload your video, and then that's how that would work, okay? So let's keep it simple, no video, this. So people that don't have access to content, they will see this message and it'll prompt them to hopefully upgrade the plan. So that's how that works. So we're going to hit save here. Click save and next. You have the progress. So this is a little different than the progress bar I showed you. The progress bar there is limited. So it just shows people how many posts they've seen out of how many. Whereas this one, first of all, you are able to choose whether you want to force linear progression or not with this progress bar. Second of all, this progress bar shows up at the bottom and it allows people to see exactly what they missed or didn't. So for example, if you allow people to not have linear progression, they will see that, hey, I missed this post here in the middle, right? And that I need to maybe go back to it. So that's the difference between those two progress bars. I think this is pretty cool. I'm trying to think. I think forcing linear progression could be good, but at the same time, it might make people feel constrained. So I think I'm going to go with this option here for my course. Like if you are familiar with how to create a Google Ads account, you don't have to watch that section. So that's going to be the progression for me. And then over here, you can choose with the access level. So you have the first tier, which I wish it told you what tier it was, right? This is the silver, this is the gold, this is the platinum. So they have access to all of this. And this is basically saying, what do you want to include? Which lessons do you want to include as part of that progress bar? And then when somebody completes your course, do you want it to just keep it at 100%, or do you want to prompt a little completion badge saying, congratulations, you completed the course? I think this looks pretty cool. I think why not? You can choose your template over here. I think the gold one looks the best because gold, association with victory, top place. I think the first template actually looks the best. And so we can move up. And then, yeah, so one more point about this progress bar is that if you have some points like this, like join our exclusive Facebook group, it doesn't matter if people watch it, like that's not part of the course. So maybe we want to disable it, right? For every level. Well, we only have it at the platinum level, but that's the idea. It's like some parts that aren't part of the actual content, maybe you want to exclude it. So we're going to click save. That looks good. Save next. Now we don't have any customer support, but if we do have support, let's suppose this one I have, it's going to show up. It's going to be one of the options that people will be able to contact, right? So they'll be able to contact you, and then all the support tickets will show up here within Kartra. So don't worry about this. I will show you how to set this up. Really, really cool feature. We will do it in an upcoming video. And then, yeah, so don't enable customer support for now since we don't have any, well, any that we've created, but. And then over here, you have a welcome email. So you can choose to send an email to somebody when they sign up. Again, we can do this via communications tab over here. Now, if you don't want to send any special communications to people that sign up, you can easily send them a welcome email. So we can select this, we can hit save, and then we can keep going. And in this case, it's saying enabled DKIM missing, which is fine because we will set it up together. Do not worry. So just click OK for now, and that's fine. So Kartra is going to send them a welcome email with credentials, with a welcome message of your choice. And then this welcome message is something that you would update over here, right, under your email notifications. So if you come over here, let me open this in a new tab. So this is going to be over here, and it's going to be under membership welcome notifications. So it's going to be this one, right? So this is the one that if you click edit, it says, welcome, you're our latest brand new member. Here are the details, you know, so that's kind of this email. And yeah, like I said, don't worry about this. We will correct that. We will work on that. So we're going to hit next. Close out of those windows there. And so Kartra actually allows you to edit your email here. So you don't actually have to go into email notifications, but now you know where to go to edit any of those emails, because sometimes Kartra doesn't give you the option to edit it, right? Sometimes it just says we're going to send the email like that. So good to know. So that looks good. If you don't want to change anything, you just leave it as is. You click next, and then you can assign tags. You can subscribe to lists. So again, I love this stuff. I think it's absolutely essential to set up. So if you click change, yes, I do believe you need to assign tags to people who will sign up to this membership. Absolutely, I think you do. So we're going to say this is going to be under affiliate marketing. And we do have some tags here. We have the leads, right? People that signed up to our guide. But we want to create a new tag. We want to say membership users, right? So how do you call it? Members? Yeah, so let's say course members, right? So this is going to be the list, this group of people that have signed up to this membership site that are part of the site. And then again, we'll just say course members, or we can offer more details, you know, people that are part of the membership site. You can enter a category. It is affiliate marketing category, and no tag expiration. We'll click create, and now it's going to be like this, right? And I love to assign tags, as I mentioned, because later on, once we set up communications, email autoresponders, it's just so much easier to be able to select who you want to send your emails to, because they'll have the category. You can also create a list, right? So you can subscribe them automatically to a list, and you could say, so we have our affiliate guide signups. We can create another list. We can say members, right? Let's say for this one, it's going to be Google Ads course members. And then we can actually do the same public description. So this is what people actually see this part. Everybody sees this, like when they unsubscribe. And this one's just for your reference. We're going to click create, and we're going to hit add. So people that get access to this membership, they will be added to this email list automatically, okay? And then if we have sequences, you would subscribe them to a sequence. We don't. If you have any automation rule, you would set it up here. Don't worry about that. We will get into automations once we go into communications, okay? Everything will be there. So we're just going to hit save and everything. So they're going to be added to this new email list, to this new tag. We're going to hit save and next. And congratulations, our membership portal has been saved, okay? So now we do need to connect it to a product, okay? And once we connect it to a product, everything will make sense. But for now, if we go back into our memberships here, we see our course over here. And if we get the login link, let's say a member login, right, that's the Kartra default page. If you have your own if you have your own design for the member login page, you can do that here, but I think the default login page is more than enough. So this is for the users, this is what people will see, and then this is for the admin. So So if you want to log in as an admin, you'll be able to come in here and see what this looks like inside the interface. And then this is the link that people will get actual access to, right? So they will get access to this, and then they're also going to get their login credentials in the email when they buy the product, but we have to create the product, okay? And so now that we've done all this, it's time to create our product. It's time to set everything together and have this product that people can click and check out and get ready to buy, right? Before we set up the product, we do need to set up payment integrations though. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up a PayPal and Stripe payment integration, but I'm also going to show you how to set up integrations in general for anything, no matter what you're using. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that here in Kartra. And if you haven't signed up to Kartra yet, guys, if you head over to go.ivanmana.com/Kartra, I do offer you a 30-day free trial and a 20% off on your first payment after the trial. So a really good exclusive offer you cannot get anywhere else, or just by going to Kartra.com. So take advantage of that. So stay tuned, and then we're going to add our product and connect everything together. It's going to be super exciting. We're almost there in creating our automated system. All right. I will see you in the next video.